nationally, Rose, there's a lot of pressure.
Yes, definitely. But I feel like this match will ultimately be very exciting because, like I've mentioned, both teams are
Rippers, Vitality, place your keys in their positions, take your seat. Remember to shake hands at captains because it's all about and it's time for us to get into it. Who can take this matchup? Vitality, True Rippers. We'll break it all down on the desk before we get into game.
Thank you, Milos.
True Rippers. We'll break it all down on the desk before we get into game.
Thank you, Milos and Rose. A big moment for India's first debut here at MSC. And of course, when you look at Vitality, these guys have an incredible sense of, I think, confidence going into this one, but we'll see if that confidence is going to be earned, Rinmar.
Yeah, I think it's great here that for True Rippers going up against a confident team like Team Vitality, their styles aren't so different in the sense of both of them are just going to be looking for aggression. At the center of the map, they love to make sure they get to build advantage, and True Rippers is very familiar with that. Maybe through that angle, they could find a way to slowly chip away at Vitality.
I mean, yeah, be ready to go toe-to-toe. Maybe take advantage even of the aggression.
Yep.
A lot of times you see the more veteran teams that have been doing this longer, try to push in, try to bring that to your face. And if True Rippers are ready for that, maybe build a composition that can kind of absorb that initial shock. There could be something there.
I like the point that you mentioned, though, feeling relaxed and feeling like you've done enough to get here. You still have to somehow combat that with the drive. And as we narrow down into what's coming up next, the draft's certainly in about a minute or so. Rinmar, how do you do that practically? What does, a team like this in True Rippers need to do to maybe get ahead of the draft, which is where Mirko previously was saying a lot of these games have been won and lost.
Yeah, when it comes to how True Rippers played in their Master Series, they love to make sure that they have an EXP laner that can get out of lane relatively quickly, go into the river, and try to build some advantage there through the roam and mid, and then just continuously bombard the opponent with, hey, well, how come you're not laning? This is the laning phase. You should be taking more time with your minions. Suddenly they're not, because they know they can get leads through making sure that their jungler is safe and even more dominant compared to the opposing jungler.
Pushing out the space with the XP lane, and obviously the jungler has more room to roam. Same idea for you, Trex, or what is, if you're at Vitality, don't know as much about, make sure you don't fall into that trap?
I think you play your game. I think it's harder to say in draft right now just because of how sporadic everything's been, the new picks. We're going to see exactly how it goes. We do have Flying Clouds coming in as the map choice, but I think in terms of gameplay, they have to just come in confident in what they're going to do and be ready for any surprises that True Rippers might bring. And that's where I think draft is key, because that's where new regions coming into MSC, coming into MLBB, you start to see things get a little crazy. Maybe a surprise pick, maybe a cheese pick, maybe a comfort pick for one of the players that no one is expecting.
MSC at EWC 26 makes history for India and True Rippers as they represent the region for the first time in an international MLBB tournament. In many ways, guys, it's a chance to measure how far this region has come. This is the first draft that they will be able to make, and obviously bans coming out initially, Trex, to get us started.
Yeah, we got a Freya ban from the side of True Rippers, Jushin, Phoveus on the side of Vitality. Nothing too crazy. The Harara coming off from True Rippers as well. We haven't seen the Harara get picked up. It's pretty much been on the ban field so far, right?
Yeah. Question now is if the Fanny ban is going to be showing up here. We were talking about it. Fanny getting banned out more consistently so far in our matches today has changed the picture of the drafts compared to MWI just a few days ago. So that's an interesting element now compared to our previous tournament here at EWC. You mentioned Vitality wanting to play their game, and True Rippers, they're reading into it, they're checking them really well. They've denied the Freya, and they've even banned out the Guinevere here, which in the jungle for Eons could have been an option to mess up what Vitality likes to do. Vitality likes that aggression, and we know Guinevere as one of the best stoppers in the game through the jungle.
It could also show something in the hands of maybe Vitality wanting to be one of the first teams today to possibly go utility jungle, maybe pick up something like the Fred, maybe pick up something that we haven't been seeing too much of, that the Guinevere can go well against. First pick on the gun, Vitality. First pick hasn't really been probably anything major. It's been all over the place, right?
Yeah, been very mixed up. Today we've seen heroes such as Ling get rushed, but we saw this earlier in Vamos versus Falcons. Yeah, the Atlas getting picked up, opening a chance for True Rippers to pick up a Valentina as their response, similar to what we saw earlier in Vamos versus Falcons Game 1.
We saw the Eudora picked up second as well. The Ling also a character that had been hero that's been prioritized. And there's the Ling as well.
Yeah, the Ling has been on fire along with the Eudora, probably the two hot picks of the day.
Are you on the Eudora train? I mean, do you see the...
At this point,
yeah.
At this
How
point,
can you not be?
It's honestly insane. I'm sure everyone else has been telling you already, but the fact that Eudora is in the meta right now is unheard of. This is... Because the kit, there's no flicker, there's no movement. My only worry about the Eudora and how in the future it could fall off, again, you can't really get the Purify on the Eudora. You have to go for flicker because she doesn't have any type of dash in her kit. Going up against something like the Atlas, there is danger there, right? There's ICC. So how does Vitality counter the Eudora? Maybe that's the answer. High crowd control, and that's the same answer to the Ling, right?
Add more dashes as well. You mentioned crowd control, and anything with an Atlas getting rushed as the first pick paired up with high crowd control through the jungle, a solid kit in the mid laner who's a mix of crowd control and a lot of mobility through the Valentina. I'm already thinking no matter what not Rahansha, but Asuna decides to pick up as a battle spell here, it's not going to be a fun time for the Eudora. True Rippers, one thing they could have worked on a little bit more, and hopefully they did leading into this day, is that their priorities in the team fighting, not leaving their backliners a little bit too much. Sometimes their frontliners and their junglers are diving way too deep that their formation gets broken easily. Hopefully they fix that, because Vitality's formation, it's all dive, all aggro, baby.
GZG had a couple of moments in that last game, which they will end up playing. The loser of this will end up playing, where the Mei was pretty isolated. Now, granted, they were going up against a Moskov that could take those isolated fights and kind of surprise you. But that's something that obviously you would think True Rippers are trying to avoid. So just a composition that they can team fight with, but also not get caught out.
I'm liking True Rippers draft right now. I think it's clean, and I'm not crazy about the Valentina pick, honestly, this early on from Vitality.
Why not?
You still get the stiff arm of the stun from the Eudora. Yes, you have the dashes, but you're not CC immune when you're dashing in on that Valentina.
True.
You don't really have a good ult to steal right now. Yes, you could take the Eudora or something like that, but really the big win with Valentina is looking for these high utility ults, big crowd control ults, something like when you're up against the Farza or the Yve or something of that nature. Earlier today, we did see the Yve go against the Eudora. Don't think it won. Pretty sure it lost earlier still. But I kind of like that answer. Beat it with range, beat it with some sort of control. Vitality, yes, it's a solid draft, but I don't know. True Rippers is looking good for me right now.
Ooh, I feel like the Valentina came out because Vitality is probably expecting that the best options in the EXP lane for Aeons later, Rahansha later on, would be something along the lines of Yuzhong, Lapu-Lapu, Alice, meaning that's three best options for True Rippers. That's easy steal of ultimates for the Valentina. That's why you see heroes such as the Esmeralda, the Uranus taken away, that if you're left with EXP laners as your best in the pool who have high impact ultimates, then the Valentina pick suddenly looks better. But I get your point, where right now it seems like Valentina might struggle early.
So what do we see from True Rippers? Do they go for something not as high utility, something that's as much to steal? They go for the Alice.
There we go.
Clean pick. A little bit of crowd control to help kind of support the team of True Rippers. On the side of Vitality, they still need a gold laner. Do we see something like the Harith come in here? Is that a possibility? Decent dashes to possibly escape the Ling?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Let's see if they'll be comfortable enough with fighting under the AoE of the Ling and the Alice. Emon could make it work, but I think to be safer, they'd need something with a little bit more range. Even just playing it safe with the Claude wouldn't be such a terrible thing, but I think Emon, one thing he might be saying is like, hey, but if I go in and the Eudora still has her stun up, I'm wasting my Purify. So he said, you know what? All right, I'll give it a crack. Let's try it out.
And the Bakito as well to close out this draft. One last pick here for True Rippers. You said you liked their draft, Trex, but now you've seen the completion of Vitality's draft. What does True Rippers need to pick up here if they're going to keep you in favor of what they've done?
Need a big roamer, right? We need a big Do we go big crowd control? We've seen the Minotaur get picked up, but then you give something over to that Valentina, which we've kind of worried about. Oh, wow. Now that's actually, you're not giving too much over to the Valentina. You have some dash to the back line. You have some possibilities. I mean, it's still, you already have nice crowd control with the Alice, so this could be workable.
Yeah, with the conceptually high diving composition that you're up against, Badang loves going up against those kind of lineups. Yeah, you get that stiff arm. You get that stiff arm up.
Well, those are the set matchups here so far. And it's 2 drafts that put MPL Indonesia winners up against India's best here in True Rippers. And their first chance at a performance where that trophy in the middle is at stake. $1 million prize pool, but this is just the beginning of that uphill battle. It is gonna be True Rippers versus Team Vitality. Let's kick it over to your casters to start game 1.
Thank you so much, Terrain Day, and we are officially about to start this debut series from India's finest up against the Indonesian champions, Team Vitality. And it seems like we've solidified the Eudora in the meta so far, at least here in day 1, together with the Ling.
That they did. Brigida already an early flicker being burned out by Asuna, but that's fine. You know, that's what you got that for. This is usually what we see in the early game anyway. Some pressure in the mid lane. You want to go ahead and burn out some battle spells, or if you can essentially get a first blood, that'd be great. Let's go ahead and take a look, though, at the emblem setup. So far, again, Ling has been hyper scaling throughout today alone, day 1. Paired up with Eudora, it works so well because you can set things up, but I love the Badang pick. As you can see, even the emblems that is rolling here for Kimmy, like you've just got good movement speed, good setup potential. Speaking of Kimmy right now, whoa, a little bit too much, burning his own flicker, first blood to Vitality.
I mean, the Badang is a really great pickup if you're just really looking to disrupt, if you want to interrupt whatever engages the opponents might do against you. But in those kinds of scenarios where they're just all going in at the same time, it's tough. Oh!
Okay, Jens gets the purple buff. They're gonna force this fight, it looks like, anyway. Early on, Kimmy picks up a kill, some revenge now for True Rippers. They say, get out of my jungle.
And the difference is, Kimmy's not alone.
Yeah, Kimmy's not alone.
Kimmy had help there, so with that fist break at least landing and catching multiple opponents, then there was a better punish that you got to see from True Rippers this time around. Handing them over the very slight advantage you're seeing, but that's not a start that you'd want for a Ling jungler, because you really just wanted to interrupt his farming. You don't want him to get those early kills, but now you somehow got him involved in the early skirmishes this game.
Oh, okay. Maestro's up to something. Moreno's got his own Tempest Blades. Turtle's going to be up first objective, but I think True Rippers wants to go ahead and just take their time with this. They know positioning is in their favor. You got half health on your jungler. Ians doesn't want to take this fight just yet.
They're going to hold this though. True Rippers are at least going to position themselves here, but this is an Akai that we're talking about. An Akai trying to fight the objectives, but there you go. Finn finally shows up.
There it is. There's a Throne of Ruin already used. Tempest of Blades comes down too. They'll just go for the fight. Moreno uses his own, and now Niall will lock down him there. Emon comes through with a blazing duet. Couple bodies drop in over here into this fight, but the fight for the turtle looks like it's going to go over to Vitality.
That was too much crowd control from Team Vitality, and we were just highlighting the impact of an Akai in the objective fight. Oh, wait!
He's 1 HP. Oh, Moreno's around the corner, goes in with the flicker to capitalize another kill.
That's a massive win you get to see from Team Vitality, taking the objective and multiple kills. Not be the best possible
lane, try to get the upper hand for Garcia, but you know, this is one of the cases, right? When you build this kind of composition that's supposed to snowball, and especially for your Ling, again, if you get delayed, then the whole team's affected to an extent, right? And you're talking about 2,000 gold lead. It's nothing too crazy. It's still early on in the game. But my main concern here, Brigida, is that next turtle that comes up. True Rippers definitely wants to get in a better position when it comes to actually taking the objective. And it seems like Team Vitality is just willing to go ahead and force a fight, you know, try to get the upper hand in terms of fight.
Yeah, because I like that they're confident. They try to position themselves first, but hold on, Garcia's all alone here.
Oh, Garcia's got no flicker too. You're just not going to be able to escape this. An easy pick up there as it goes over to Emon, plus the damage on the turret. Asuna too late to the fight.
All right, so this time around, going back to what we were talking about, True Rippers, at least they do make some attempts. They try to position themselves early on. They have the slight advantage because, again, they do have their very own sources of crowd control. But the thing is, I feel like Kimmy is starting to become a much vulnerable target for Vitality because they have much more crowd control. Hold on, though, Ganile.
Okay, I was going to say, what are they up to? They get the flicker out, though, from Garcia. So again, a battle spell used. It just came off cooldown, and now you're not going to have it. Plus, your tier 1 turret goes down in that gold lane.
How much gold has he possibly
lost
in that moment? And how much has went over to the hands of Eman, who's now 201 and who took all these energy shields from that turret down bottom? It's Vitality clearly having the advantage here in this upcoming objective. Asuna couldn't even go anywhere close, not even Kimmy, because I feel like they're really playing from behind. And this is an objective that they are going to give up. No trades across the map whatsoever too, so it's as if True Rippers are now forced to play reactive against Team Vitality.
Yeah, they kind of have no choice here at this point, Brigida. They gotta either potentially look for an all-out play, but so far it's just been responding to what Team Vitality is doing. Rahansha too, 1v3, gonna get thrown back away from the turret, burns the flicker too, and goes down anyway. That's just how much of a lead Vitality has right now against True Rippers.
Well, I'm not sure why they went back as well. It was possibly trying to take their attention for a much longer time since True Rippers were trying to look for trades on the other side of the map, but I feel like even then that was a bit too much time because they would have gotten it either way.
Oh, Kimmy goes in with a lockdown, but it's Emon. Doesn't even pop the Purify, but now he's going off. Tempest Blade's going to be used. They're going to force the fight anyway, and he'll get out. Purify used. Here's the Conceal. Does Vitality choose the fight? No, they're just going to push in into the jungle further.
That is not the easiest target to catch if you are True Rippers. Going up against or trying to lock down the Claude on a Purify with the BMI, with only just the Badang to rely on for crowd control, because not even Asuna could come close. Garcia!
Oh, Garcia. Just not having a good time in this game. A Fatal Links once again. It's Kimmy the target. Emon's in the area, but it's a double for Nile. And this is the thing of Vitality just choosing their targets at leisure. This is the problem for True Rippers. They don't really have an answer to this tempo that's been set by Vitality.
Yep, wherever Eman is, that lane is just so active. You draw him a couple moments to go down bottom, and now it's already the tier 1 going down. And you see him up top, and now even that goes down. And Rihansha could barely survive this. Ian goes in though.
Goes in, comes Blades, but you want to get out of there. Shogun's right here. He's charged up, goes in with 1-2 punch, and will take out Asuna under it. But can Kimmy get a kill? Convert it over? No, he can't. So it's again just True Rippers scrambling, looking for anything across the map. They're going to lose a tier 1 turret. This turtle, 3 for 3, should go over to Vitality unless they just wait it out for that Lord to come through.
Yeah, and they could no longer anticipate the angles from which Vitality are actually coming from. Shogun isn't being checked at all. He's just free to go in for these very aggressive plays, even 1v1, considering the amount of lead that's already in their hands. It's 5k. I feel like a majority of it is in the hands of Eman as well, by the way, but you haven't seen the Blazing do it in action just yet too. So that just adds to multiple layers of the threats that you have to think about when you're going up against Team Vitality. True Rippers, at this point, is it really just counter-engage that they can rely on? Because they have the Badang, they have the Alice, they have set up potential, but their scaling is just mostly gonna take some time.
Yeah, Shogun doing what he wants to do here up on this bottom side. Ians will go ahead and survive. Half health, he's actually gonna go use the Retribution. Lord's already taken too. Tempest Blade's used. Shogun might get caught, does have to burn the flicker, and he's able to escape. Even with the Conceal, here comes the rest of Vitality, though, to counter punch. There's the lockdown from Nile, their own version of Tempest of Blades, but from Moreno, and fighting under the turret with Emon blazing to it, shooting everywhere he wants to, and now Rahansha as well. They'll clean up. Rahansha can't do anything but just watch the team get decimated under these turrets. He can't escape, trying to get away with the gleam, and just barely will survive.
And that's the damage from the Blazing Duet that we've been talking about. So much has been forced out of True Rippers in just that single fight without even the Lord by their side. Now they pop the Holy Shields down bot, and the Lord will get a much easier access to their base turrets. True Rippers, they're falling behind significantly. That 5k gold lead we've been talking about earlier has now doubled the amount, and Finn goes in once again.
Devastating here on the defense. Kimmy gone in an instant, as well as their turret. Lord is still up here. Conceal going to be used. Finn off the off angle. Emon's going to jump in with the Blazing Duet, firing off on Garcia and Riancha. Gleam there, trying to escape. Thrown a Ruin used as well. And now here comes the Tempest of Blades. Can they turn it around? A kill's picked up, but Emon will just fire on the base as Vitality will take game one.
The Lord has not been dealt with, and True Rippers lost sight of how important it is. They were unable to defend, and Team Vitality, with such a clean performance from the laning all the way to the late game, if it was even the late game, took this game away from True Rippers in a very dominant fashion.
No late game inside in that one, Brigida. Under 10 minutes for that game one. You know, Vitality, again, it's their own journey from all the way through Indonesia, the professional league there, up to this point now here for MSC. And you could see it in game one against a team who's also new on this stage, this international stage. You know, this is something that can be looked at as a big lesson learned for True Rippers. But if you break it down, it's one of the things where there's so many things, so many boxes that True Rippers has to check off here. I mean, from the get-go, as we look at the highlights here from STC, you can see how this all started. There was an attempt off of this of, you know, get up our jungle, but then they kind of lost track of the map and, you know, keeping Garcia basically covered. I mean, Garcia a lot of times didn't have even a chance, you know, to survive in that gold lane.
I think this just poses multiple questions for True Rippers in terms of that game and the approach that they really want to go for. The lineup, you could see that they probably want to just go for counter engage or maybe a bit more of the punish quote-unquote attempt when it comes to playing against a team like Team Vitality. There are just so many dives. They have multiple ways to also respond, but at the same time, it came to a point where they were just too behind that they couldn't even respond anymore, and they were just constantly run over by Team Vitality. And there's just so much that we have to talk about in regards to what they have to do to get back in this series. So let's leave it to the panel as we throw it back over together with Rain Day.
Thank you so much, Brigida and Naisu. I mean, what do they need to do to get back in this series? My goodness, I might be like, you know, trying to figure out theory of relativity before Einstein took a stab at it, because it could be a little bit of an unsolvable problem right now. The fastest game we have seen so far, true dominance from Team Vitality, and True Rippers just trying to stay engaged, but it was a tempo problem.
Yeah, it was a huge gap in experience and skill overall. You saw them, they're great with the counter punch at the start. They were able to punish the aggressive start of Team Vitality, but it was that first turtle that we were talking about behind the scenes where you really saw, it's like, man, if only they just held on to
ban a hero. Your team is banning. The enemy is picking.
Hope will find a way,
Your team
even
is
when all is
picking.
forlorn.
Gaze the stars and seek your path.
See value in me?
The enemy is picking.
You should.
I'm bound by nothing, be it family or destiny.
Looking for trouble? Ask my fists
Please
first.
pick a hero.
Follow the bell across the river of oblivion.
The enemy is picking.
I will protect you.
Minotaur will finish off what was left undone.
I am the moonlight that breaks
Your
through
team
the darkness.
is picking.
It's not just our home. It is who we are.
Welcome to Mobillegends. 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed. I shall rid evil from this land. A ring of my bell shall free them from their attachment. Attack!
Understood.
First blood.
Tears take time.
Initiate retreat. Bellow, my ghost general. Slain. Full time. Initiate retreat. Stay sharp. Zero distractions. Request backup. Burned out? Just borrow a spark. Initiate retreat. One sham for a safe passage through the ranks. Initiate retreat. Okay. Full sham. Gather up the turtle.
Enemy reach level 4.
My mind is clear. Request backup. Not bad. Not bad at all. Ghosts and demons. Formation. Understood. Not all stars are in the sky. Some shine just to say goodbye. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Ghosts don't fear the light. Initiate retreat. They fear the darkness.
Superb tanking. Great play.
With this bell, I shall grant you clarity of mind. An ally has slain the turtle. Launch attack. The living or the dead. Everyone's got somewhere to go. Won't let go and won't move on are the two sides of attachment. Full time. The bell tolls for you. I'll see through your illusion. Backstop. Full time. Oh, not ready. With this bell, I shall grant you clarity of mind. Ult is ready. Tears take time, and so do goodbyes. The living attack. Everyone's got somewhere to go. My mind is clear. You have slain an enemy. Your suffering is over.
Solo kill.
Now be on your
Attack
way.
the turtle. An ally has been slain.
One sham for a safe passage through the realms. Burned out.
You destroy the turret.
And keep going.
An ally has slain the turtle. An enemy spree.
A ring of my bell shall free them from their attachments. Ghosts don't fear the
An
light.
enemy has been slain.
They fear
Double
the
kill.
dark.
Mega kill. Your team destroyed a turret.
Enjoy the time you have. And don't lose your way when it's time to go. Not all
Ult is
stars
not
are in
ready.
the sky. Some shine just to say goodbye.
Launch attack.
The living or the dead. Everyone's got somewhere to go. Ghosts don't fear the light. They fear the dark.
Epic outplay. Initiate retreat. Monster kill.
Whatever you do, don't look back.
Team destroyed the turret.
Your suffering is over. Now be on your way.
An enemy has been slain. Your team destroyed the turret.
Stay sharp. Zero distractions.
Attack the Lord. You destroyed a turret.
I see through your illusion.
An enemy has been slain.
Ooh, I'll have to note this in my travel log. Burned
Launch
out.
attack.
Just borrow a spark and keep going. Bellow, not ghost generals.
An ally has slain Lord.
Take this talisman and go.
Superb control. Double kill.
Whatever you do, don't look back. Not all stars are in the sky. Some shine just to say goodbye.
Killing spree. Ult is ready. Sultan.
The bell tolls for you.
Instant kill. Mega kill. Your team destroyed a turret. Ult is ready. Ult is ready.
Tears take time. So do the goddess.
Your team destroyed a turret.
Follow the bell across the river of oblivion.
Your team is winning. Please ban a hero. The enemy picking.
True love.
I
Your
try to protect lives.
Hope will find a way, even when all is forlorn.
Ready to make some real money, compadre?
Will you care for stargazing?
Please pick a hero.
Thorns remain, should petals fall. It is better to be feared than loved.
Enemy
Give
is
me target.
You cannot both.
One
5
shot.
seconds till the
One
enemy
kill.
reaches the battlefield. Smash them! United we fight! All troops deployed!
Target on the move.
First blood! Request backup! Launch attack!
I am neither the hungry
invading
wolf
jungle.
nor the sacrificial lamb. One shot, one kill.
Ally has been slain.
Shush.
Watch out for ambush.
One shot, one kill.
Invading jungle.
Loyalty is my best spotting skill.
Ally has been
One shot, one kill. One shot, one kill.
Great play! Understood. The enemy has slain the turtle.
Nice try.
Let me clear the way. Watch out for ambush. An enemy has been slain.
Eye on the target.
Ally has been
One shot, one kill.
Ally has been slain. Initiate retreat.
Target locked. Focus. Bang.
An enemy
One
has
shot.
been slain. Okay. Request backup. Enemy has been slain. Understood. Control. Double kill. Enemy.
Not one shot wasted.
Ally has been slain.
Enemy in range.
Ult is not ready.
And you are too. One shot, one kill.
Ally has been slain.
I admire their courage to take my bullets.
Request backup.
Come a little closer.
Killing. The enemy has slain the turtle. Watch out for ambush. Okay. Slain.
My rival.
Ally has been slain.
Where did Harley go? Haven't seen him for a while.
Launch attack has been destroyed.
Crosshairs lock you down. Death kisses you on the forehead.
Our turret has been destroyed.
Dead before they knew me.
Dominating. Our turret has been destroyed. Our turret is under attack.
I am neither the hungry wolf nor the sacrificial lamb.
Killing spree.
One shot, one kill.
Our turret has been destroyed. Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
Nowhere to run. Target on me.
Retreat. Our turret is under attack. Our turret has been Initiate retreat. Initiate retreat. Okay.
Where did Harley go? Haven't seen him for a
The
while.
enemy has slain the turtle.
Target locked.
Initiate retreat. Okay.
Focus. Enemy in range. And you are too.
Launch attack. Okay.
Not one shot wasted.
Our inhibitor turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed.
Crosshairs lock you down. Death kisses you on the forehead. My
Down.
rival.
Our base is under attack.
Sniper ready. Give me a target.
ban a hero. Your team is banning.
I do what I want. I'll write my own history.
This is some land,
Please
and it will soon be a burial ground.
Sniper ready. Give me target.
You should be ashamed for not trusting yourself. Welcome to the greatest magic show of all time!
No equal.
It's not just our home. It is who we are.
Welcome to Mobillegends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them!
Win with teamwork.
All troops deployed! Launch attack! Launch attack!
Shush.
Initiate retreat!
One shot, one kill. Focus. One shot, one kill. No one's ever been too far. One shot, one kill. Nice
Initiate
try.
retreat! First blood!
Focus.
Initiate retreat!
One shot, one kill.
You have slain an enemy! Initiate retreat! Ally has been slain. Ally has been slain.
Dead before they knew me. One shot, one kill. I admire their courage to take my bullets. Focus.
Attack the turtle! Ally has been slain. Ally has been slain. Killing spree. Initiate retreat!
Eye on the target. One shot, one kill.
The enemy has slain the turtle. Launch attack!
Where did Harley go? Haven't seen him for a while. Come a little closer.
Unstable network.
One shot, one kill. One shot, one kill.
Launch attack!
Loyalty is my best spotting scope. Enemy in range.
Initiate retreat!
One shot, one kill.
Launch attack!
I am neither the hungry wolf nor the sacrificial lamb.
Ult is not ready. Launch attack!
Not one shot wasted. One shot, one kill.
Initiate retreat! Enemy rampage! Enemy rampage! Initiate retreat! Initiate retreat! Nowhere to
My rifle.
Attack the turtle!
Where did
Enemy
Harley
has
go?
slain the
Haven't
turtle.
seen him for a while.
Our turret has been destroyed. An ally has been slain. Our turret is under attack.
Enemy in range. And you are too.
Initiate retreat. Our turret is under attack.
Not
Launch
one
attack.
shot wasted.
Killing spree. Launch attack.
Eye on the target.
Our turret is under attack.
You down.
Our turret has been destroyed.
On the forehead.
Enemy rampage. Enemy rampage. Our turret has been destroyed.
Come a little closer.
Enemy unstoppable. Our turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed.
I admire their courage to take my bullets.
Our turret is under attack. The enemy has slain the turtle.
One shot, one kill.
Ult is not ready.
I am neither the hungry wolf nor the sacrificial lamb.
Our turret is under attack. Our turret is under attack. Shut down.
Dead before they knew me. Enemy in range. And you are too.
Initiate retreat! Shut down! Double kill! Launch attack!
Not one shot
Superb
wasted.
damage! Initiate retreat! Slain.
One
Shut
shot,
down!
one kill.
Enemy double kill!
Come a little closer.
Enemy attacking the Lord! Attack the Lord!